just for me personally, and I'm grateful that I had this guy as my coach, because coaching truly matters. If people say it's all players, it's complete lies.
Okay.
Coaching truly matters, and that's George Edwards. I would say my film game, when I came into the league, was probably on like a 3 compared to what he taught to me.
Parsons on top of it. Micah Parsons on the move, and Micah Parsons is in!
Did you know there's an NFL rookie who took the league by storm in just one season? Micah Parsons isn't your average rookie. Drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in 2021, this linebacker exploded on the scene, leaving a trail of accolades in his wake. In college football, he dominated the Big Ten Linebacker of the Year and Cotton Bowl Defensive MVP. Those are just a few trophies adorning his already impressive shelf. But Parsons' talents aren't confined to the gridiron. This young star, with a keen eye for the future, recently extended his deal with Bleacher Report, showcasing a savvy of understanding of the modern athlete's brand potential. He's more than just a ferocious tackler. He's also a businessman in the making. This remarkable blend of athletic prowess and business acumen has propelled Parsons to stardom in just one season. He's become a force to be reckoned with, not just on the field, but in the ever-evolving world of professional sports. So, how did this rookie, with a single year under his belt, manage to carve such a significant space for himself in the NFL? Let's dive into the incredible journey of Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons' path to the NFL glory wasn't a straight shot to the end zone. Born on May 26, 1999 in Harrisburg, PA, his early life wasn't draped in luxury at all. Growing up in the Lafayette housing projects, a place known for its challenging socioeconomic conditions, Parsons learned to navigate adversity early on. His parents, Terrence and Cherise Parsons, were significant figures in his life, along with his siblings, older brother Terrence Jr. and sister Shatara. From a young age, Parsons was captivated by football. He received his first football at the age of 3, and from that moment, his passion for the game was ignited. His parents quickly noticed his natural talent and encouraged him to pursue the sport seriously. Cherise, his mother, often took him to local parks where he could play with older kids, honing his skills and toughness. He navigated the halls on 2 different high schools, showcasing his athletic prowess on both sides of the ball as a D-end and a running back. Senior year saw him rack up impressive rushing yards and touchdowns, even adding varsity basketball to his resume. But his journey wasn't without hurdles. A recruiting violation involving OSU threw a wrench into his plans, forcing him to reevaluate his college options. Penn State's Nittany Lions, however, recognized his raw talent early on, extending a scholarship offer after just 4 games of his freshman year. Even their commitment wasn't a done deal. Parsons initially decommitted before ultimately solidifying his future as a Penn State Nittany Lion in Happy Valley. His early struggles, however, only fueled his fire. He wasn't deterred by roadblocks, but rather used them as stepping stones. This tenacity and determination became hallmarks of his playing style, paving the way for his spectacular college career and eventual dominance in the NFL. From navigating high school changes to overcoming recruiting roadblocks, Micah Parsons' early life instilled in him a relentless work ethic and a drive to succeed, qualities that continued to propel him to the top of the professional football college career. Arriving at Penn State, a shift awaited Parsons. Head coach James Franklin envisioned him as a middle linebacker, a position different from his high school defensive end role. Despite being a true freshman, Parsons quickly rose through the ranks, even contending for the starting job. His freshman year wasn't all about starting, however. He led the entire Nittany Lions squad in tackles with a staggering 82, showcasing his raw talent and relentless pursuit. This feat made him the first freshman in Penn State history to achieve such a feat. His impact went beyond tackles. He disrupted plays for tackles for a loss, forced fumbles, and quarterback hurries. One of his standout moments came against the game during Wisconsin, where he got 14 tackles against the Badgers and helped secure a crucial win for the Lions. His sophomore season solidified his dominance. Now a solidified starter, Parsons racked up an even more impressive stat sheet: 109 tackles, 5 sacks, and a constant presence pressuring quarterbacks. These efforts earned him the prestigious accolades like the Butkus Fitzgerald Linebacker of the Year and a consensus All-American title. He capped off his spectacular sophomore season with a Cotton Bowl Defensive MVP performance, a fitting end to a memorable college career. However, Parsons' journey wouldn't continue on the traditional route. Opting out of the 2020 season due to COVID concerns and with a hunger for the professional stage, he declared for the 2021 NFL Draft. Interestingly, despite leaving early, Parsons remained dedicated to his education, completing his degree in criminology and graduating from PSU in 2021. This dedication to both academics and athletics became a defining characteristic of Micah Parsons' NFL career. Micah Parsons' NFL career has been nothing short of spectacular. Drafted by the Cowboys in the first round of the 2021 draft, he quickly signed his rookie contract, eager to prove himself on the professional stage. An early injury to teammate DeMarcus Lawrence, however, presented a twist. Parsons was shifted back to his high school position of DN, a move that unleashed his raw talent. He blossomed as a pass rusher, terrorizing opposing quarterbacks and racking up impressive stats. His dominance in Week 8 earned him his first NFC Defensive Player of the Week award, a feat that he would repeat twice throughout the season. Parsons' relentless pursuit on the field translated into a record-breaking rookie season. He notched 12 sacks in his first 13 games, the fourth most by a rookie in NFL history. By the season's end, his stat sheet boasted 84 tackles, 13 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. These impressive numbers resonated throughout the league, earning him a Pro Bowl selection, a first-team All-Pro designation, and the coveted Defensive Rookie of the Year award. His talent undeniable, and his impact on the Dallas Cowboys defense was immediate and significant. In 2022, the season saw Parsons continue his ascent to superstardom. He picked up right where he left off, earning another NFC Defensive Player of the Week award in Week 5. An electrifying play in Week 8 cemented his reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Scooping up a fumble against the Chicago Bears, he sprinted 36 yards for a touchdown, showcasing his athleticism and offensive prowess. Parsons finished the season with a staggering 13.5 sacks, solidifying his position as one of the league's most feared pass rushers. His defensive contributions were instrumental in the Cowboys' success, and his consistent performance earned him a second consecutive first-team All-Pro selection. The 2023 season had already begun to solidify itself as another triumphant year for Parsons. Week 2 witnessed his dominance over the New York Jets, etching a stat sheet that would make any defensive coordinator envious. It boasted 4 tackles, 3 for a loss, 2 sacks, a pass breakup, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. This stellar performance secured him his 3rd consecutive NFC Defensive Player of the Week award, a true reflection of his unwavering dedication and relentless pursuit of excellence. With the Dallas Cowboys exercising their 5th-year contract option for Parsons in April 2024, he was poised to remain a cornerstone of the Dallas D for years to come. His journey from a talented high school athlete to a dominant NFL force served as an inspiration, and his future in the league promised to be brimming with highlights and accolades. Micah Parsons' most debated best play might have been a sack on Matthew Stafford during a game against the LA Rams. While commentators were initially unsure who brought Stafford down, replays revealed it was Parsons applying the pressure that led to the sack. This play highlights Parsons' impact on the game, even when he doesn't directly make the tackle himself.
No sacks in San Francisco either, and here it is! Right on cue, Parsons!
For his second mention, Micah Parsons' play exemplified the relentless pursuit that's become his trademark. Facing a crucial 2nd and 10, the Dallas Cowboys defense needed a stop. Parsons didn't just make the tackle, he dominated the play. Anticipating Vikings running back Dalvin Cook's move, Parsons meets him head-on, driving him back for a loss of yards. But he wasn't done there. In a flash of athleticism, he strips the ball from Cook, sending it flying. With a burst of speed, Parsons scoops up the fumble and races towards the end zone, leaving stunned Vikings in his wake. This play showcased Parsons' complete skill set. Reads the play, makes the key tackle, and capitalizes on an opportunity to turn defense into offense. It was a momentum-shifting play that could prove pivotal in the outcome of the game.
Couple. Oh, the ball is out. Parsons is running with it. Parson going to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
Consistent performance. In just 2 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons has established himself as a defensive force to be reckoned with. His 26.5 sacks painted a clear picture of his undeniable talent, but it was his consistency in critical moments that truly set him apart. Parsons wasn't just a sack machine, he was a game changer. A recent Pro Football Focus analysis revealed him as a top 3 edge defender in crucial situations, highlighting the immense impact he had on the Cowboys defense. During the 2022 season, Parsons' prowess was undeniable. He racked up 13.5 sacks with a stellar 92.1 pass rushing grade. When the pressure was on, particularly on 3rd and 4th downs, Parsons consistently delivered. His dominance on 3rd down was evident with 5.5 sacks, earning him a top 3 ranking in the league with a 90.2 rating. This ability to thrive under pressure speaks volumes about his reliability and skill. But Parsons' impact extended beyond 3rd downs. When the game hung in the balance, he became the 4th quarter hero. With a staggering 4 sacks in the final 2 minutes alone, Parsons had cemented his status as a clutch performer. His strip sacks against the Rams and Lions.
If you started the Dallas Cowboys defense, guess what? Another sack, another strip, another fumble, and another recovery.
Weren't just impressive plays, they were game-winning moments that secured victories for Dallas. Parsons' versatility extended beyond just sacks. Regardless of down, distance, or play call, he disrupted the offense and impacted the game. He was a chess piece the Cowboys could move around, creating a constant threat for opposing quarterbacks and running backs. Great players elevate their game when the pressure mounts, and Micah Parsons embodies that. His consistent performance in pressure situations solidifies him as a rising star and force to be reckoned with in the NFL. Fueled by his relentless pursuit of excellence, Parsons' story in the league was only just beginning. Social awareness. Micah Parsons might be a defensive force on the field, but when it comes to social justice issues, some critics say his tackles are more like fumbles. He advocates for a vague sense of unity without offering any real solutions. It's all, we gotta come together, man, without ever actually explaining how coming together will dismantle systemic problems. Micah Parsons has appeared more comfortable parroting tired cliches than actually engaging with the complexities of social injustice. His dismissive statements, like "we all know what's going on," essentially absolved him of any responsibility to leverage his platform for positive change. This convenient approach allowed him to avoid taking a stance that might ruffle feathers or hurt his brand endorsements. Sure, wanting your son to have a better life is an admirable goal. However, critics argue that true social justice change requires more than just on-field dominance. Perhaps using his massive platform to advocate for specific reforms and policies would have been more impactful ways to ensure his son's future. After all, inspirational pool parties, those are great for Instagram, but dismantling racial injustice and guaranteeing equal opportunities for all is a much tougher challenge that requires more than just sacks and tackles. Micah Parsons' silence on specific social issues has become increasingly deafening, particularly when considering the power that athletes hold to spark crucial conversations and inspire action. His generalities about unity rang hollow without any concrete steps towards achieving it. While Parsons established himself as a dominant force on the field, his stance on social justice felt like a missed opportunity to truly make a difference. It was a missed chance to use his voice not just to entertain, but to empower and advocate for a more just world, taking a stand for the opponent. Micah Parsons marches to the beat of his own drum. Unlike many athletes who use their platform for social justice issues, Parsons remains relatively silent in that regard. But that doesn't make him a villain. It just highlights the complex tapestry that makes up a person. While his passive stance on social issues raises questions about his character, we see his compassion in other phases of life, such as his surprising act of defending his rivals and quarterbacks facing harsh criticism. This act of sportsmanship shows another side to Parsons, one that prioritizes respect for the game and empathy for his fellow athletes. It's a reminder that good and bad, outspokenness, and quiet support can coexist within a single individual. Micah Parsons might not be the social justice warrior some fans crave, but his defensive opponent speaks enough about his character. The publicly defended rivals were quarterbacks Zach Wilson and Daniel Jones. Parsons doesn't shy away from recognizing talent, even in opposing uniforms. He saw the fire in Wilson's eyes during Week 4, where the young quarterback outperformed the reigning Super Bowl champion star Patrick Mahomes. Despite the Jets' loss, Wilson displayed grit and determination, throwing for a stellar passer rating and leaving analysts speechless. Yet a retired player's harsh words labeling Wilson as garbage sparked outrage in Parsons.
They're trying to adjust and limit the system and come back to a new system because of Zach Wilson and his inability and he's being compared to a Hall of Famer, which isn't fair.
This isn't just about defending a fellow athlete. It's about defending human dignity. Parsons understands the sting of online negativity, comparing it to bullying. He urges us to consider the bigger picture. The team dynamics, the pressure young players face, and the battles fought both on and off the field. To dismiss someone as garbage without understanding their struggles is not just unfair, it's short-sighted. His passion for Wilson's defense is particularly moving considering the critic's own background. Parsons believes that former players, having walked a similar path, should offer constructive criticism, not negativity. They've experienced the complexities of the game, the misinterpretation, the pressure. Shouldn't their perspective foster empathy rather than judgment? Parsons' call for perspective and positivity transcends the NFL. It's a call for a kinder, more understanding world. Parsons doesn't limit his voice to defending his peers. He champions the idea of athletes using their platforms for more than just touchdowns and tackles. He sees an opportunity to speak out for social justice, to share personal experiences, and to inspire others to find their voice. Courage is the cornerstone of his philosophy. The courage to express beliefs, even if they go against the grain. Micah Parsons is more than just a dominant force on the field. He's a leader with talent. He refuses to be silenced, even if it means going against the current. His unwavering belief in the power of his voice, "God gave you a vision, speak your mind," is a message that resonates far beyond the gridiron. It's a call to embrace our individuality, to speak our truths, and to create a world where compassion trumps criticism and understanding replaces judgment. Podcast. A simmering tension has emerged between Dallas Cowboy teammates Micah Parsons and Malik Hooker, stemming from an unexpected source, Parsons' podcast. It all began with a public critique on Keyshawn Johnson's podcast, where safety Malik Hooker questioned Parsons' commitment to the team. Hooker's advice, delivered through the microphone rather than a locker room conversation, struck a nerve. He implied Parsons' focus might be divided between his podcast and the Cowboys' pursuit of a Super Bowl title. "Are you caring about the crowd that was watching this podcast, or are you caring about the success of your own team?" Hooker challenged. Parsons, clearly disappointed by the public call-out, took to social media in a since-deleted post to express his frustration. He pointed out that the podcast recordings occurred on off days and questioned why Hooker hadn't addressed him directly. "And you got my number, family," Parsons wrote, highlighting the missed opportunity for a private conversation. This public spat raises questions about team chemistry and communication. Was Hooker's critique a genuine attempt to motivate his teammate, or was it a poorly chosen forum for such a sensitive topic? Parsons' reaction suggests a breakdown in communication, emphasizing the importance of open and direct dialogue within a team. The situation remains unresolved, leaving fans wondering if these star players can overcome this tension and work together towards the Cowboys' ultimate goal. Will they find a way to address these concerns privately, or will this public airing of grievances continue to cast a shadow on the team? Only time will tell if the Parsons-Hooker rift can be mended, or if it'll remain a growing distraction for the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons' ascension to the pinnacle of the NFL is a testament to unwavering dedication and raw talent. His journey began far from the bright lights of Sunday Night Football, navigating the complexities of high school transitions and overcoming obstacles in his recruitment. These early experiences instilled in him a relentless work ethic, a burning desire to prove himself, and a drive that would propel him to the top. Landing at Penn State, Parsons wasn't a finished product, yet his raw talent was undeniable. He wasted no time making his mark, etching his name in the record books with a freshman year record for tackles. This dedication to honing his craft blossomed into a spectacular sophomore season, a performance that garnered him prestigious awards and solidified his status as a future NFL star. The NFL draft was merely a formality. The Dallas Cowboys saw the potential burning brightly within him, and Parsons landed his dream spot. His impact was immediate, adapting seamlessly to a position change. His innate pass-rushing prowess was unleashed. He dominated his rookie year, shattering records, collecting multiple Defensive Player of the Week honors, and ultimately securing the coveted Defensive Rookie of the Year award. But for Micah Parsons, this was just the beginning. He wasn't content to rest on his laurels. The 2022 season witnessed him refining his skills further, transforming into a force to be reckoned with. His electrifying fumble return for a touchdown showcased not just his raw power, but his athleticism and agility. This consistent dominance earned him a second consecutive All-Pro selection, a prestigious accolade reserved only for the league's elite. The 2023 season is simply the latest chapter in Parsons' meteoric rise. His performance against the Jets served as a powerful reminder of his leadership and defensive prowess. His third Defensive Player of the Week award is yet another testament to his unwavering dedication and relentless pursuit of excellence. With the Dallas Cowboys securing his future throughout the 2028 season, Parsons is poised to etch his name among the legends of the game. This, however, is just the beginning of the story. As we witness Parsons' incredible journey unfold, we can't help but wonder, what's next for this young star? Who else in the world of sports deserves to have their story told? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this glimpse into Micah Parsons' rise, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring athlete stories. We'll be diving deeper into the journeys of other NFL greats, college stars, and hidden gems across the sports world. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of sports enthusiasts.